Hello, Paul. Is that you in there? Jim Morrison, how are you? Jim, this is the first time you're here, I think. Oh, you got the books today. Okay, anyway, I guess I'm feeling better. I don't know. It's been 3 days since my last cigarette. And my body's withdrawing, I guess. It's in shock. And all I've been doing is coughing and, excuse me, but spitting up phlegm and blowing my nose with the mucus. So it's not a very pleasant place to be, but I'll be all right. It's getting a little bit better than it was the first night. But I am not going to smoke anymore, period. So, Jim, your first time here, and tell me a little bit about yourself, please. Where you're from and all that stuff. Paul, did you have a chance to open the book? I just don't want to get into the lesson yet until a few more people come in here. Okay? Hey, Joe, how are you? I sound pretty good tonight. I'm choking. That's okay. It's going to get better. No more smoking, period. Joe, did you get your book? Joe. Anyway, it's not going to be much of a lesson because I'm ill, very ill, and I'm going to get better, and we'll be back to full strength come Monday. Anyway, you got the book looks good. Here's what we're going to do now. That's not the end of it. As you can see, there's a tremendous amount of work in there. What we're going to do, for example, you're going to get additional PDFs with the lesson. Yeah, well, I forgot to put the pictures in there, Joe. Ay, kabunda si banga. Like I'm saying, what we're going to do... Okay. It's not really my book. It's something I put together as a workbook instead of me sending PDFs 5 or 6 times a week. You have them now. What's good about this book, or how I put it together, is you can visualize what you're doing, and it makes it a lot easier. But like I was saying to Paul, and Jim I think left, I'm not sure, you're going to be getting PDFs with these lessons as additional exercises. The ostinato pattern number 1 is very simple. We already played that. We know how to play the money beat, so to speak. We know how to drop the 2 and 4. But I'm going to give you some exercises to develop that. Now, if you look at the first page, okay, you'll see it says the ostinato pattern and then the warm-up. Ostinato pattern is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. We already know that. Simple. But you got to maintain the consistent sound that you're supposed to be getting. Next is the warm-up. You're going to be doing 16th notes with the bass drum, with the metronome at a variety of tempos. What you want to do with this is you want to extend it 2, 3, 4 minutes without any discomfort. You feel discomfort? Stop. Okay? So you want to, I explained the ostinato. Okay. Then you're going to play the 16ths. Two, 3 minutes at a variety of tempos. You know, I have Ricardo. He's from Brazil. And there's another gentleman in here. He's from the UK. And they want to buy the book, but I said it's going to be too expensive for me to ship it. So I charged them $30 for the book. Now, you know how much they want to ship it to Brazil and to the UK? $24.50. That's a lot of money. It's a ripoff. But hey, if you're going to come to my house from the UK, you're going to have to pay plane fare. All right, but anyway, I'm going to leave this up to you guys. Do all these cymbal patterns. What I want you to do, just as to, let's see. We all understand number one, right? We understand that one, guys? And the warm-up, we're not going to get into them tonight, but we will, both right-handed and left-handed. And then at the end of the lesson, I'm going to not send you at the end of the lesson, but for the next day, I'm going to send you some warm-ups to do with the PDFs, with the lesson that we just did. Now, there's some unusual things here. If you look at ostinato number 2, you have the hi-hat, the snare drum, and the ride cymbal. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it makes it easier, doesn't it, gentlemen? Because it's visible. Yes? Jim Marson, where did you go? All right, now it's just unusual. So now here's what you want to do. You want to challenge these patterns. All right, we're going to stay with line number 2. Well, you're going to play. There's no bass drum on the ostinato itself. It's the hi-hat and the ride cymbal and the snare. You got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, just to get used to that, what you want to do is play quarter notes with the bass drum for a while. 1 and 1 and 2 and quarter notes. Then you want to go to 8th notes with the bass drum. Okay, you got 1 and 2 and. It's a warm up. Then you go to the 16th. You're gonna have 1 E. You got. I'm sorry. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E. So I hold it. I'm just in a very uncomfortable situation. Anyway, you see where I'm getting at with the exercises? We're not just going to contain 1, 2, 3, 4. Quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 8th notes, then 16ths. And we're going to start doing triplets with this stuff too. 3 against 2 to make it really funky. There's a whole brand new journey for you guys. I'm waiting for Ed and Randy because they should have gotten their book today. I haven't seen Ricardo or what's his name? Israel, that guy Israel, and Ed. Okay, you understand what I'm doing, gentlemen? Where we're going to go with this? I'm not going to give you a very good lesson tonight. Like I said, I'm recovering. My body's in shock. I'm having a hard time catching my breath and speaking, but it's okay. I feel a little bit better than I did 2 nights ago. And I'm telling you, I'm not having another cigarette ever again. Ever. Now, there's 10 different ostinatos there. Now, you see what I said, 170-something pages? It was a lot of work. Now, I don't know if you had an opportunity to look at any of the ostinatos, but if you two guys want to pick an ostinato to start with, as opposed to just the first one, we will. Yes, no? Thank you, Ed. Hey, did you get the book today? I'm feeling better, but not up to par. So it's not going to be a very good lesson. If you got the book, I just told Joe and Paul, number 3. Excuse me, where did you go, guys? Oh, you want to work with number 3? How about you, Joe? Ay, ay, ay. Come on, number 3. Well, number 3, you see, it's a stick control pattern. We're in a 16th note. It's a 16th note formation, and I distributed the sticking between the hi-hat and the snare. So the ostinato by itself, no bass drum or anything, it's 1. Simple. Now, I've given you the exercise as 16th with the bass drum as a warm-up. So you got 1 E and 2, 3, 4. So let's elaborate on these. Excuse me. Let's elaborate on the warm-up. I'm giving it to you in 16ths, but you might want to do it in quarter notes, like 1 E and 2 E and. Get the feel of it, and then 8th notes. 1 E and 1 E and 2 E and then the 16ths. That's how we're going to start riding, man. Anyway, excuse me. Oof. All right, anyway, like I said, you're going to get supplementary exercises with the things that we do the night before, and we'll continue the next night. How does that sound? Yes, no? So we got Paul, we got Ed, Joe, myself, and then there's Jim. Where's Jim? Jim, are you still there? Is that the one you want, Paul, number 3? That's pretty simple. As you can see, that's line 6 of the stick control book. Oh, minga bunga. Okay. Quarter notes, eighth notes, 16ths. All right, we understand. You sure do. You're going to do it right-handed and left-handed. This is going to be intense, guys. After you complete the 10 patterns, you're going to be one hell of a funky player. And we're going to start doing the displacement of accents as well. That's where the PDFs will come in. All right? Now, I was going to discontinue, not discontinue, but I was going to cancel tonight. I'm trying to do my best. It's not easy. I'm telling you, it's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I'm 70, I'll be 73 years old come December, and I've been smoking since I've been 12. That's a long time. Now, there was 5 or 6 days, a couple times that I stopped smoking because I had no choice. I was in the hospital or whatever. But this time I'm doing it on my own. I have some inhalers, a couple pills, and all I do is cough and bring up phlegm. I guess my body wants to get rid of all that shit. And my body is in shock. Say, hey man, I want a cigarette. Where are you? But it ain't happening. So, all right, where would you like to start come tomorrow night, guys? Ed, you two, and Joe. We have number 1 and number 3 so far. I mean, it's nice to move around, but I'd like to progress it. I think number 2 would help everybody out a lot because it's taking you to another area. Okay? Ed, where would you like to start tomorrow night? Yeah, well, smoking is, I thought it was a social thing to do, and it is a bad habit, and it's the most difficult thing that I've done so far in my life is to stop smoking. And I'm getting a nicotine withdrawal, and I'm fighting with myself, and I'm talking to myself actually mentally, and I'm saying, wait a minute now, you don't need a cigarette usually. And I analyze, why did I get a cigarette this particular time? Before the lesson, I'd be outside having a cigarette. After the lesson, I'd run outside to get another cigarette. I'm not going to do that no more. It's not a need. It's a habit. And you got to eliminate it. Okay? Now, out of all the 10, did you have a chance, Ed, to look at the book somewhat? So far, we did number 1, number 2, and we did number 3. And you're going to be getting the PDFs. If you tell me what you want to do, I can send you the PDFs, the supplementary things to do with them. Okay. That's not a problem, Ed. Well, I'm fighting myself there, Joe. It's not easy. I told you I wasn't going to be able to do a good lesson tonight. It's terrible, man. It's a terrible feeling. All I did today was laid on the couch, coughed and coughed and coughed. Get up, go to the bathroom, come down. I had nothing to eat all day. Nothing, and the only thing I had to drink was water. I'm not quitting to impress anybody. I'm quitting it because it's no good for me. No more. I have a little daughter. I want to walk her down the aisle when she gets married. Anyway, and I still have a lot more drumming in my life to do. But anyway, guys. Oh, did I tell you, Ed and Paul? I know that you were online, John. You know how much they want to ship, for me to ship a book to the UK? What's number? No, there's no Austin. All right, number 33 on what ostinato? Paul. I mean, Ed. Number 30, the ostinatos come 23 to 37. So what ostinato are we talking about? And by the way, they want $24.50 to ship a book to the UK or Brazil. What is this? Well, I've been taking that, and it does help. You know, they have that advertisement cold turkey. Anyway, number 33, I don't know what you mean there. There's like 10 33s. Which one do you need? On number 1, maybe? Symbol ostinato what? Number 33. Okay, symbol number 5. There you go. Yeah, what happened here? What the heck is 32? No, I see. I put it in there wrong. All right. First, what you want to do, now I'm going to give you some supplementary worksheets on this. I don't know if it's medium mail. It's just you put them in the envelope, and it's any place in the United States, it costs the same thing. All right, let me go to Austin symbol pattern. All right, ostinato number 33. All right, it's a simple pattern. I'm not going to play the bass drum. Hold on. I'm going to play the hi-hat and the snare. So you have 1 E and 2 E. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. Is that the one you're talking about, Ed? Anyway, Paul, if I was going to send them UPS, it would have cost me $15 a book. They're out of their mind. All right. Go back to the beginning of ostinato number 5. Everybody let me know when you're there. I didn't do a lesson last night, Ken. I was sick, and I'm still sick. So we're going to kind of make it short tonight. Everybody here has their book. You said you were going to buy a book? Yes? No? I only have 3 or 4 left. All right, Ed, we're on ostinato, symbol pattern ostinato number 5. Right hand, 1 E and 2 E and 3, 4. 1, 2 E and 3 E and 4. Left hand, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 3. Is that the one you're talking about, Ed? You're at 5. I'm sorry, symbol ostinato number 5. That's right. I'm sorry. Ken, you're the one that's in Canada? I don't know how it's going to send me to Canada. All right, it's a simple pattern. So what you want to do before you get into any of the movements, like 1 through 22, and then pattern, there's pattern number 23, 24, or combination rather. You want to work the warm up. 1, 2, 3. Let me tell you something. If you attack this the way you're supposed to, the way I'm explaining it to, hey, Marcio, if you do it for an hour, 2 hours every day for a month, guaranteed you're going to be smoking. But you're going to need to do it slow. For example, if I do the warm-up, I want to do it this slow. 1 E and 2 E. Oh, come on, lungs. 1. Got it? Oh, good Lord. All right, hey, Ken, do you want to buy a book or not? Or I could sell it to somebody else. If you want the book, you email me and send $30 into my PayPal account. Send it as a gift. My PayPal account is my email. I made 15 of them up, and I'm not going to make any more up until I get orders. It's a lot of work to make them up. I have a master copy, and I'm going to invest in a high performance, high speed printer. I don't know how much that's going to cost, but I'm going to get one because I have a lot of writing to do, and I might as well be my own producer, publisher, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, there, Ken, could you please let me know? I would sincerely appreciate it so I can let the other ones go. Email me, or if you're going to buy it, send it as a gift, or I'm a relative. They don't charge me. Marcio, you okay tonight? I wish I spoke Spanish or Brazilian or Portuguese or whatever. I guess that's a no. No problem. It's related to the lessons. That's why I made the books up. It's a workbook that we're working from. That's what it's for. Okay. Anyway, guys, I really need to sign off. I'm having a difficult time again. I will be back tomorrow night. I will give you some additional exercises to do from number 1, number 2, and number 5. Okay? We'll work on some exercises with that. And we'll do them each one slow. We won't stay on one thing all the time because it could get boring. All right? All right, guys. Have a good night. Sorry that I got to cut it short again.